My home is built with the artifacts of my life. When my husband and I were first married, we lived in an apartment. After about a year of marriage, we decided that we were ready to own a house. Having our own home meant that I could find a somewhat permanent space for all of the artifacts that had meant so much to me. Our apartment had been on the second floor of a grand old house. Being that the stairs were narrow and we had neighbors below us, I decided not to have the beautiful piano that I had inherited from my grandparents with me. But when we moved into our Cape Cod-style house, we had it brought into our dining room. Now every time I look at it and play at it, I'm reminded of my grandparents and where it used to sit in their living room. Currently stored in my china cabinet that I also inherited from my Nana and Grandpa, I keep a set of 4 Currier and Ives plates that represent the 4 seasons. I remember these always hanging on the wall in my Babci's kitchen. When we would have dinners there, I would imagine myself in the spring, summer, and fall scenes that were depicted. Another item I hold near and dear to me is the bread basket. It's a ceramic container with a lid that used to sit on the center of my Babci's kitchen table. We'd always move it to the side of the table when we would gather to play rummy or Scrabble. Here's a photo of my parents when they were in college, with my Babci in her kitchen. I love this picture because this is how I always picture my Babci, sitting next to the island in her kitchen, having just made some kind of delicious dish. I also love this picture because I love my mother's hair this length, and how cute my dad looks with his beard and mustache. My china cabinet also holds artifacts of a more recent memory, my wedding day. Here I keep little mementos of the day, including our champagne flutes that I picked out with my mother at Macy's. They've tarnished a little as they sit unused, but they still make me smile when I think of my husband and I sitting at the head table on our special day. Another beverage container in my china cabinet is this little guy, my yellow plastic cup with a turtle that hangs off the edge. There were 2 other matching cups, one in brown and one in blue. My sisters have those. We used to love these cups when we would go to my Nana's and Grandpa's house for spaghetti night. I can still remember how the Diet Coke always tasted better out of these cups. More recently, I inadvertently began collecting salt and pepper shakers. I have the squirt shakers from my Babci, the lobsters in a pot from a recent trip to Maine with my family, and beautiful blue bird shakers from my niece. My niece also gave me this hand imprint, which if you look closely has 6 fingers instead of the normal 5. It's sort of a testament to the goofiness I share with her. This quilt was given as a wedding present to my husband and I from his mother. She's hand-sewed all the pieces together, and each flower on each square has been embroidered with a golden thread that gives a luster to the whole blanket. It's a beautiful piece that, even though we don't always get along, it means a lot to me that she made this for us. This wreath was made for me by my sister. It hangs in my living room during spring and summer months. I chose the flowers and the butterfly for the design because they're similar to the flowers and butterfly accents used in the flowers for my wedding. I cherish this creation that my sister put together for me because not only is it a constant reminder of the beauty of my wedding day, but also a symbol of the bond of sisterhood that I share with my sisters. I'm blessed to be surrounded by these material things that help connect my past to my present. I look forward to sharing the stories and the moments behind each and every object with my children in years to come, just as I look forward to collecting more artifacts from the memories I have yet to make.